Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I wanted to show you, well, a stitch. In a way, this is a foundation half double crochet. This you can do when you start, for example, a sweater, a bag, a scarf, and you, instead of chaining, you do directly this. So this is half double crochet, the foundation, and this is the other side. It's a very easy. For example, here you have on top the stitches. Yeah, you have the stitches on top, and on the bottom also you have the stitches. So if you want to add something, for example, like a scarf, you start with this foundation, half double crochet, and on the bottom you have the stitches. Easy to count if you want to add a border or some tassels, whatever you want to attach. Yeah. It's very easy, this one. This one, well, the yarn, it's quite thick. I used 6.0 millimeter crochet hook for this sample. Now I'm gonna show you with 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah. Well, I will have to say this is much easier if you work through one, let's say one strain of yarn, but to have top and, or at least the bottom, to have the stitches, it's a little bit, well, not quite, it's not difficult, but some pain involves in there, some frustration. Okay, to start this, you're gonna chain 3 chains. You're gonna do the knot the way you like to do the knot. Now we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Then we're gonna skip the first 2 chains and into the third, which is the last, yarn over the hook. You're gonna go into that last chain, well, the first one. You're gonna pull up a loop, yarn over, and you're gonna pull the yarn through the first loop. That will create the chain. Yeah, so you have the stitch on the side there. So now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. So now you have the stitch here, let's say, on the side. It's right here. So again, yarn over the hook, you're gonna go through that stitch. You should have 2. This forms the stitch on the bottom. Yeah. Pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over and pull the yarn through the last 3. So now you have 2 stitches, 1 and 2. So again, yarn over the hook and you go through those 2 loops. Yeah. Pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, pull the yarn through the last 3. It's gonna look like this. So again, you have the stitch right here. So you have 2 strands of yarn. So you're gonna go through this. And sometimes this is the difficult part, that you might grab the first strain, but the other one, it's a little bit stubborn. Yeah. So you have to make sure that you get 2 on your hook. Pull up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, pull the yarn through the last 3. And again, you're gonna go on the side of the work, yeah, like that. And this, when you pull through the first loop, that is the one that forms the next stitch that you have to go through. And pull the yarn to the last 3. So we made how many up until now? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're gonna work the 5th stitch. So you should have always 2 strands there. So pull the yarn through that first loop only, and then like this. So sometimes you might catch something else in there. That's why I said it's a little bit painful, this one. But if you work a little bit loose, it's gonna be okay. So this one, when you go through the stitch here and you pull this loop, pull a little bit loose when you pull through. So next time when you have to work to go through this, it's gonna be easy to go through. Yeah. Not two, only one. All right. So it's gonna look like this. It's very easy. Goes really fast. This yarn also, it's a little bit thicker, so you can, if you want to, instead of chaining and work through the chain, so you have the stitches on top and you have the stitches on the bottom. Yeah. So let's say you wanna, for example, you chain and you did the foundation, half double crochet, and you have the amount of stitches for your whatever pattern you use. You are like this, you know. Then you're gonna chain one, turn your work, and then the first stitch is here. Let's say you're gonna do a half double crochet. So you go into the first stitch, you're gonna do a half double crochet. You move to the next one, or whatever stitch you're gonna work with. Yeah. I just wanted to work a little bit to show you the edge, how it looks when you chain that one and you go into the first stitch. So it's gonna look like this. Yeah. If you feel it's not high enough, then you chain two. Yeah. Here, when you have to work through the stitches. But this is the foundation half double crochet, so you can use this if you want to do a sweater or a scarf. Yeah. If you are to go through the one, just I'm gonna show you now how it looks. So you have the stitches really neat and nice here, yeah, on the bottom. Yeah, on the bottom. This is the top when you turn to work the stitch, whatever pattern you use. But if you are to go through the first, only this one, and you don't pick the other one, then you're gonna have a little bit opening. The same, you're gonna pull through the first loop, the last three. So you're gonna go through the first in there, pull through the first loop, last three. So it's gonna have this opening here. For a scarf, I think it's okay. Let's say you attach there the tassels in these openings. Yeah. And if you think it's too hard to go to pick the two, yeah, you want to go just through the first one, you're gonna have that a little bit opening in there. Yeah. It's gonna look like this. With this opening here, the holes. If you like this one, neat and nice with the stitches, or you like this, if for example you work a mesh or something that the work is opened, you can use this style just through one strand of yarn and not two. So you see the difference, how it looks. I think it's much nicer, let's say, with this when you do a sweater or whatever. It's quite tight and neat. Okay, well, this is the stitch, the foundation half double crochet. You can give it a try. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.